Yes, welcome to this new video where I'm going to explain you exactly how you can make more than 20% extra revenue just by applying our post-purchase upsell strategy. This means that if you do 100K, you can make 20K extra in revenue each month. If you do 1 million, you can make 200K extra. And this is just the bare minimum. You will make way more once you optimize it with A/B tests. So first of all, why you want to apply this post-purchase upsell strategy? First of all, to boost your AOV, which means that you have a higher order value. And next to that, you can increase your LTV. So the lifetime value of the customer increases because you can have more sales on one customer. As you can see here, we have on one customer more than 3,000 USD in spend, and she ordered 27 times. This customer ordered 20 times, this one 13, 11, and so on. As you can see, this is quite a recent store. It's 48,000 customers only. So yeah, you can imagine what can happen. Also, we are just applying this post-purchase upsell strategy recently, so not for a while yet. First of all, the after sell. As you can see, the store started 4 months ago and also already brings 18K extra revenue per month. As you can see here, that's $8.95 per visit, just by applying a simple post-purchase flow, which I'm going to explain exactly later in this video. As you can see, we already made 72,000 US dollars extra in revenue by applying this strategy. Next to that, we also do email plus SMS with a post-purchase flow, of course. As you can see, SMS goes absolutely crazy because we did already 26,000 extra in revenue since we started this store, and it has an ROI of 25,000%. That's crazy. You won't get this on any paid platform. Then here we have the email marketing revenue. And as you can see, from July 1st to October the 14th, it's over 1 million with this specific store. And the attributed revenue from email marketing is more than 250K. So that's already more than 25% actually. Before I'm going to dive deep into how we did this, I want to show you something. Because this exact strategy we already shared with our paid community on the 31st of August. And these students are already applying it and are already making lots of money with this strategy. This community comes with Discord access, weekly Q&A calls where you can ask all your questions to coaches who do multiple six figures each month. And even I and my business partners are joining now and then to drop value as well to the community. Plus, it comes with a full video course with over 30 lessons and 4.5 hours of videos, which we are upgrading every month. And this all for just $7.50 a week, means only a bit more than $1 per day. So yeah, less than a bottle of water a day. To be honest, guys, if you're not willing to invest this in yourself, I'm not going to say it out loud, but I think you don't deserve the success as well. Okay, now it's time to dive deeper into this strategy. Post-purchase automations. This is literally gold, so pay attention. First of all, we have the email marketing, and we set up flows, and next to the order confirmation flow, we set up, for example, the customer win-back flow. Of course, you also want to have the abandoned cart flows, but yeah, this is about post-purchase, so that's not post-purchase. So that's why I'm not going to dive deep into that today. What we do is we add recommended products to the order confirmation. So the customer orders, she gets an order confirmation where she reads like, okay, we received your order, we're going to pack it, blah, blah, blah. It makes the customer happy because she knows she didn't pay for nothing. And then you want to follow up with the email with recommended products that are suitable to the product that she already buys. So for example, she buys leather jacket, then maybe she also likes leather boots, so you can upsell the boots to the jacket because she can match it with each other. Or you can just show something from the same product category, like more shoes, more boots you have available. So always make sure you add recommended products to the order confirmation. And yeah, preferably you want something that suits to what she initially bought. Next to that, we have, of course, the campaigns. And the campaigns are also very important because they send similar products out a bit like this. But the campaigns are not an automatic flow. You can put them every now and then, and you can put products in sale, or for example, in a season with Halloween, you can do a Halloween sale or whatever. And this also hires the LTV because customers will already bought, will already have trust in your web shop. They can buy again with a discount, and this is very good for your profit, of course. Then we have the pages, and this is one of the most important things because you can use the after sell app. And here you have the order status page. And it means that when customers ordered something on your website and they go to check the order status. They see directly 3 different best-selling products, which can be interesting for them with a 20% discount code. And in this way, you literally have a new chance to upsell to your customer. They come to check the status of their order, but yeah, they directly see an interesting offer. And yeah, some customers will buy from there because they like the product. It's easy as that. Then you also have the tracking page. And this might sound a bit weird if you're not used to this, but you have to think about the fact that you are, I think so, a dropshipper. So that means that it takes a bit longer before your package arrives. So the chance of your customer checking the tracking page multiple times is quite high because they are just curious where their package is, where it stays, blah, blah, blah. So you have a higher chance to upsell from the tracking page. And if the customer sees that the shipment is going well and the customer sees that the package is already there, is already almost receiving the package, then the chances are high that she even buys a new product from your web shop before she even received the initial order. So another chance to upsell to your customer. Okay, then the next one, thank you page, after sale, really important one, because in this one, yeah, the customer gets this to see directly after she ordered. So then it's a thank you page, an order confirmation page, and it says like, thank you for your purchase. Here's an exclusive deal, and you show products with 20% off again. So another chance to upsell. This is also a very good one because the customer is already in a buying mode. She has the credit card still in her hands, so the chance that she buys again is quite high because she's already in the buying flow. And you should really realize that. Very important to know that. And as you can see here, it was extremely, because this customer all the same in one day placed 15 extra orders, or maybe a bit less, I don't know, but at least 15 extra items via the thank you page. So what happened? She ordered initially, then she came on the thank you page, then she saw the offer, then she ordered again, she came again on the thank you page, and so on. So she didn't stop buying. That's also something that can happen if you have a decent flow and your web shop looks trustworthy. Very important. Next to that, we have the after sale flow. And this is the exact flow we use in the after sale app to get as much as possible out of one customer. Okay, here we have the upsell one, and this is the similar best-selling products what you show, and you put 20% off, like I also showed before here. It's very important that you don't offer the same product as the initial order to avoid chargebacks. Because imagine if you are a customer and you just bought a product on a web shop, and directly after paying, the web shop offers the exact same product for 20% off. Yeah, of course you feel scammed because, yeah, what are you going to do? Email the customer service, how is this possible? Maybe put a charge back, maybe order with the 20% off, and then trying to cancel the initial order. So, long story short, it's a lot of problems you will get with this. This is something you don't want. So show similar best-selling products to make the customer buy again. If the customer declines this offer, you do a downsell. So you do exactly the same order, but then with 10% extra discount, okay? Because, the customer didn't want this order, so it's not interesting enough for the customer. Okay, maybe she buys with 10% extra discount on top of the 20%. Then if she accepts the order in the other situation, you put the same offer again. So again, the same offer, again, similar best-selling products with 20% off. You can even choose in the app to show again the same product. In that case, it's possible because you already bought it with the offer, or show other products which can be interesting for the customer, for example, from the same collection. Or maybe you can even do another hidden collection with the same prints, for example, leopard prints, shoes, jackets, t-shirts, because if one customer likes shoes with leopard print, the chances are quite high that she also likes a leopard jacket, So you can make a hidden collection on your store where you can show in the Upsell app that collection if she buys one of the products from the collection. So the chances are quite high that you upsell the same print in another product variant to that customer. All right. Then if she declines this one, you do the same as here. You put a downsell with, again, 2% off extra discount. So on top of that, 20% you put here earlier. If she accepts this, you do exactly the same as before. So you do, again, the same offer. Nothing special about that. This is exactly what we did with this order. So as you can see, the initial order was $63 almost dollars. And eventually we collected more than $350. And you have to imagine that the ad spend on this initial order on Meta, on TikTok, whatever it was maybe just like $25. So that means that instead of ROAS 2, you have ROAS 10 to 14, and just by applying this simple strategy. You can see this was all in one flow and the customer bought multiple times. Accepted all offers in the flow. So the customer literally went from buying here to seeing the first upsell, accepting it, seeing this upsell, accepting it again, and bought here as well. Now it's very important, once you have this set up and once the first results are flowing in, you're going to A/B test to improve conversion rate and revenue per visitor. So as you can see, our conversion rate on this store is quite good already, but of course this can always improve. So what you're going to do is create a test like you see here. And here you can just simply ABCD test different collections or products you show with different discounts, with different times in the timer, because I didn't show you yet. But what you can do here is also add a timer. For example, it's just valid for the next 10 minutes. You can even put a text that when they leave the page, the offer is gone, that it's just a one-time offer, blah, blah, blah. So you can also test different colors in the timer. You can test different bundle upsells versus single product upsells. So you can test out a lot, and I would really advise you to do that as well, because in this way you can get better and better results. And guys, this is just free money. You pay something to the app on a monthly basis, but all the rest is just free extra profits. Of course, you have the cost of goods, but you don't have the high amounts of ad spend it normally costs to get that customer, you know? Imagine that your average CPA is like maybe $20, $25 or even higher to get the customer in. And once you have that customer, you want to upsell the customer because you paid one time the ad spend, and now you get way more revenue out of the customer, and that will increase your profits a lot. Next to this, SMS Go. And this is last but not least. SMS Go is really underestimated. Like, what I would advise always is do a bit of market research with, for example, ChatGPT, and you put here like, is it usual for USA webshop customers to have the phone number required in the checkout? And okay, then you do a bit of research. So here, for example, it's not typical to make a phone number required at checkout for standard e-commerce purchases. But for high ticket items, custom delivers, then that's usual. But do always a bit like research with this, because if it's possible or if it's usual in a country, always do it. For example, and in Switzerland, maybe you have a store in Switzerland, you can just ask ChatGPT. Also go to the biggest e-com stores, and here you see that it's very logical. So here it's always a good idea to make it required. So you collect as much phone numbers as possible, because every phone number you collect is an extra chance to upsell a customer, you know? Okay, first of all, of course, I always recommend to set up an abandoned cart flow here as well. But the thing is, this video is about post-purchase upsells, so not about abandoned carts or whatever. So I'm not going to talk about that, but I would always recommend it as well. What we do is we put an SMS flow, kind of the same as the email marketing flow, but yeah, also the SMS. And we offer 10% extra discount after 15 minutes. So you put up a simple email like, hey, thanks for choosing store name. We truly value you as part of the family. Click on the link and get 10% off on your next purchase, add, and then store URL. And this you put after 15 minutes of the order, just an order confirmation, and also another possibility to order with discount. Then we have SMS 2 for if they didn't buy in the first place. So it's like a follow-up. And you have to imagine that when a customer buys, this is already 15 minutes after it. You don't want to do like 1 minute, because then they come in this page, thank you page, and they get maybe an email quite fast and an SMS, so then it's an overkill. But after 15 minutes, when they already left your web shop, you can always try to get them again into your web shop and make them order again. But it can also be that they are distracted or doing something else with their life than just scrolling and ordering from web shops. So in that case, you also want to send them a reminder after 24 hours. Maybe it's then a good moment for them to order again, or they are more in a buying mood again than 15 minutes after the initial order. Put this as well. With SMS Bump, you can do a lot. So also check it out yourself. You can test out different messages, different flows, etc. This is just the basic setup, and I would advise you to play with it. Check it out yourself, because guys, as you might have seen now, there's a lot of money that you're leaving on the table if you don't apply this whole flow. If you have any questions about this, if anything is unclear, don't hesitate to send me a DM on Instagram or put a comment with your question down below this video. I will put all the links in the description of this video. So, for example, from the community, you can also send me a DM for that. Also, the link to the Upsell app, so you can install it on your Shopify store, and some other useful links. So check out the description as well. If you like this video, if you like the value, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support that I'm getting these days lately. So yeah, That's it. Stay tuned for another value video because I'm going to do this way more often in the next weeks and months. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I would say for now, adios.